Hello selfies, how you all doing? I am doing well, my peace and blessings. Welcome back to the channel. So today's topic is on weight loss. This is weight loss for the mind. I personally believe that weight loss for the mind should be discussed in all healthcare clinics. I know the physical weight loss is very important as well. However, if we believe in the idea of mind over matter, then the mind should take superiority over the physical body, because the mind would dictate how the physical body should function. So by discussing weight loss for the mind would also help the physical weight as well. So what do I mean by weight loss for the mind? It's basically losing the extra weight that is on your mind, that is keeping you depressed, making you depressed, keeping you anxious, making you anxious, fearful, worried, all these things that are weighed on your mind and now are affecting your physical body as well. And most of these thoughts or these, weight are usually negative in nature. They usually happen from, events or activities or things that occurred, 20 years ago, 40 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, even yesterday. If they're negative and we dwell on them, we keep them in our mind and we recreate them in our minds and we just focus on them, then the negativity would impress the subconscious mind, and without effort it starts to manifest in our physical bodies. So the idea today, or the goal for today's video, is really to share with you some of the strategies and some of the ideas that I use to replace, or at least to lose some of the weight that are negative on my mind, that were keeping me anxious, keeping me depressed, fearful, and worrisome, and just not yourself, to a point where you're not even able to involve in activities of daily living. You're not enjoying the activities that you used to do because of these thoughts that are haunting you and that are just affecting your physical body. So that is the goal for today, to share some of these strategies with you. Hopefully they can help you and attain a higher quality of life, or a more better quality of life, where you're more happier, you're more joyful, more serene, more peaceful, loving, and just enjoying life as you should. This weight loss that I'm talking about, or this exercise that I'm talking about, it's all done within yourself. It's all done mentally. You really do not have to go anywhere to get it done. You can get it done at home, in your bedroom, in the living room, in the kitchen, while at work. I mean, anywhere that you are, you can get this weight loss exercise done within yourself. The first step to weight loss of the mind is really recognizing that as humans, we are the only creation that have the faculty to speak and also the faculty to think. Animals don't think like we, and animals don't talk like we. If you keep that at the back of your mind, this whole process of weight loss will be very, very easy for you, because the way we think, we create our reality and what you call your future. Your future is always in the present moment, and your past is always in the present moment. So the way you think, you're creating your reality in your present moment. So the faculty of speaking and the faculty of thinking are very, very, very important, selfies, to be very mindful of, and then to be very careful of how you are thinking and also what you are speaking. The next step really on this mental diet is to be aware of what thoughts are coming into your mind, or what thoughts are being deposited into your mind. The way it works is that if you attract a thought, let's say it's a negative thought, and the thought comes to you, most people who are not very conscious or mindful of their thinking, they accept these thoughts and make them. Then you become your thought. But if you become your thought, or you hold on to this thought and then you make it yours and you dwell on this thought, if you dwell on it for a short period of time, then you identify yourself as if these thoughts are yours. As you hold on to a thought and you dwell on the thought, then you tend to create a similar thought like the one that you're already dwelling on. And if you keep on dwelling on another thought, then you breed another kind of the same similar thought. And then it becomes a cluster of thoughts that are very similar in nature. So this is how you see people who think negatively. They tend to be a lot depressed. They tend to be a lot sad and in a lot of pain and suffer because their thoughts are creating after themselves. So there's similar thoughts, and then they're creating and breeding and creating and breeding. And then by you holding on to that amount of thoughts, you are creating your reality. You are feeling your reality. You are manifesting your reality, and you are experiencing your reality, because your reality is really your thought, right? So that is the way that creation occurs. To help with that problem is to be mindful of the thought that are coming into your mind, and also to identify that you are not those thoughts. You are an observer of the thoughts. So by being an observer, you're able to differentiate whether you should dwell on a thought or you should watch the thought closely and let it drop on its own weight. If you like them, you dwell on them, right? You dwell on them because as you dwell on them, you're creating more thoughts like that thought, and then you're creating a whole reality within your mind, and you will manifest that in your physical life. But if it's something that you do not like, then you should watch it very closely, and as you observe the thought very closely, they drop off on their own weight. This is how creation happens. This is how you create your life. And in most cases, we have all these results of our thinking, and we completely distance ourselves and say, this is not my creation. I never thought of this. But consciously or unconsciously, you are creating your life, right? You are creating your present moment. You're creating every second of your life, every split of a second, every moment you're creating. So by creating the best for yourself, you must be conscious actually of the thought that are coming into your mind. And then knowing that these thoughts are not what I want to dwell on. If you don't want them, drop them. If you want them, continue to, dwell on them until they create what your reality is. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say you were hurt in the past, and these thoughts and these feelings are still remaining, and you're still reactivating them. You're still thinking about them. You're still talking about them. What happens is that because you are thinking about them and you're holding on to them, every moment that you think of them and you dwell on them, you are recreating something similar to the thought that you're holding. And you tend to see that if you fill your mind with these negative thoughts, then it manifests itself in your mind, and then the mind controls the body. Then you see that these negative thoughts manifest themselves in diseases, in poverty, lack in limitation, all these negative things that you really do not want in your life. And a lot of time we blame it on God. You said, oh, it is God's willing. Well, it can be God's willing, but if you were giving yourself good thinking or good thought process, then the same God that is willing can give you all that you need in your life. And people who are positive, they're very productive, right? And they're able to solve the most complex situations because their minds are free and full of positivity, and they're full of just joy. You see the good thoughts streaming to them. And it could be like, for example, you are sitting in your home and very positive, right? And you can attract the mind of the inventor, the mind of the writer, the mind of the musician. You can attract all these people because you are positive and you are attracting these goodness. So people who are positive are very productive. They are able to solve problems, even the most complex problems. They're able to sleep well compared to people who are negative. Because when you're negative, you are driving yourself away from your true self. Your true self is positive, right? So any type of negativity, you are just drifting away from your true self. And anytime that we drift away from our true self, your physical body will experience it. So it is very important to practice this diet that I am sharing with you and incorporate it within your life. Try to adjust your life to this, and you will see a huge difference in your overall life and also your energy. So my suggestion to you is to implement this exercise for the next 7 days. Let's start with baby steps. I mean, if you feel comfortable with it, go ahead and extend it to 2 weeks, go ahead and extend it to a month. You start in the next 7 days and then start watching what is coming into your mind. What are you entertaining to your mind, and what are you watching closely so you do not create them in your reality? Another suggestion is to avoid anyone who is negative. This includes family members, co-workers, friends, or anyone who you believe is negative. This doesn't mean that you can't go to work because you are on this mental diet. It also doesn't mean that you're not going to have any, social or any interaction with your family members. That's not what I'm saying. My suggestion is to just be conscious of what interaction you're having with co-workers and also with family members. You are not going to accept anything that is of negative. So let's say, for example, you are with a co-worker or a family member who is talking about something that you know it's negative, okay? Just listen, right? Listen to them and be keen to what they're saying. In your mind, project love and peace to them. Within yourself, say the word love, 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 peace, 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 joy, joy, joy while you are listening. And by doing that, their negativity will not come into you and will not impress your subconscious mind. Let them talk as much as they want to talk. After they're done with their conversation and it's time for you to say something, stay within yourself and say something that is of positive, okay? Even if they disagree with what you are saying, that's okay. Just say something that is positive and drop the conversation, because you can't avoid people, but you do have control of what ideas come to your mind, what ideas you are entertaining, what ideas you are dwelling upon. So it's okay to have these friends. Don't dwell on their negativity. You stay within yourself. You stay still, stay happy. You stay serene within yourself and let people be. However, let you be. Whatever is great to you, that's what you are going to focus on, not the negativity of other people or other things. If you're able to accomplish and be successful in this exercise, you will see that the things that we call luck or chance or miracles, bad luck, they're really not good luck, bad luck, chance or no chance in this intelligent universe. There's no such thing as chance or luck in this intelligent universe. These are all your creation. Either good or bad are your creation. They are stemming from all the thoughts that you are giving to the universe and you are giving to God. So it's a suggestion that you are given, and you give these suggestions and you receive the results, or you harvest your plantation. So basically that's really what it is. It's all based on your thinking. It's all based on your thought. It's all based on what you're projecting into the universe, what you're giving God to work on, so you can manifest them in your physical life or your physical world. So keep in mind of what you are thinking. Do this exercise for 7 days and make sure that you master it for 7 days. And at any point where you entertain a negative thought, you must stop for at least a day or two, or you can even stop for a week and restart the process all over again. So as you keep doing this, the mind will eventually catch up and you are going to start to be a master of your life and your thinking and of your speech, because you are living a conscious mind, a conscious living, a mindful thinker. Your reality will start to mirror what is inside, and you start to see things happen happening, doors opening. You start to see that your life is just more serene, it's more happier, abundance start to flow, opportunities start to flow in, and sometimes doors open where you never knew were doors, because now you are more positive and you are entertaining positive thoughts and not negative. So it is an exercise that I would encourage you to do, and by doing this you will manifest a lot for yourself. If you like videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and also click on the notification bell so you can receive more videos from me. I try to post every Sundays. Peace be upon you and God Almighty's blessings.